What is up, everyone? I am your temporary host for the Geeks 5 Ever podcast, Jace. And with me is the man with a plan who runs the skinny. He's clean off the chronic and hooked on phonics. We have Keyblade Sonic. And there's
Hello.
no SJ, apparently.
Not yet.
Hopefully he'll be joining us. And I have a whole thing written for her when she shows up. But yeah, Goku's feeling a little under the weather today, so we figured we'd give this a try. And so, what's up? What's up, Sonic?
Doing well. How about yourself? For all the people out there, hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving, holiday or whatever. Hope you stayed safe out there. If you went Black Friday shopping, you went online shopping, hope you enjoyed it. Hope y'all were careful, think twice. Hope you didn't spend too much.
Don't put yourself in debt trying to get that fake PlayStation 5 that's actually a PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 3.
Or a bag of cat food inside the box.
I had to go to the store on Friday and I was regretting it because, man, I really hope it's not fucking jam packed in there. I just need some air freshener.
Before we actually, I'll just tell our experience. Then we'll move on to the skinny. I actually went Black Friday shopping on Friday morning. I decided to go to GameStop. I was the only one I went to, and there was a line as usual. But I was near the end of the line because I went around 10 minutes till it was supposed to open. I was like, all right, I'm tired. I might as well just get over it. And then people next to me who were the next person in line would just tell me, hey, do they got PS5? Do they got Xboxes? And the guy in front of me would say, no, they don't. They only had 2 when they only had 5. And there's even a sign on the door that says, this is how many we got.
We have 2. One person goes in. We have none now.
Yeah, we got none now. And then immediately, as soon as they find out, I was like, shit. And then they walk back to their house. And keep in mind, here in Houston, it was raining. So it rained a lot. It was flooding a little bit. And once I went inside, I only got I just took a look around. I only got a game and all that. And also renewed my PS Plus. It was $15 off. So I was like, all right, might as well do it. And then, this is the time of year where you got a little small message. Please be nice to the retail workers out there. They're doing their best. I can't tell you, I kind of don't envy the GameStop employees when I was there. And it's really because every 30 seconds they would get a call. It's like, hello, thank you for GameStop where you can pre-order Cyberpunk 2077. This is whoever. How can I help you? No, we don't have any PS5s. And then they hang up. Another 30 seconds. Hi, welcome to GameStop. This is where you can pre-order Cyberpunk 2077. No, we don't have Xboxes. They hang up. And then at one point, the person was getting so far. She's like, if I hear one more fucking call about the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, hi, can I? And I'm like, oh my God, I do not envy them at all.
What is up, Gabby, in the comments?
Hello, Gabby.
We will address the...
we will address that now, actually.
with the skinny.
Yeah, with the skinny. All right. So speaking of games, all right. So the skinny has been mostly about games, and unfortunately, we have to talk about a tragedy. All right. So for starters, for you Nintendo Switch owners out there, Kisho, you may notice there was a new update that was available today, and it turns out it's a pretty big one. For starters, you now have the ability to transfer screenshots and video clips that you shown from your Switch, and you can transfer them to your PC via USB or through an app. Another big one is they actually, usually when there was a big update, they would introduce new icons for your profile and all that. They included from Mario 35, so celebrate the 35th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers. They added new ones, ranging from the original Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario 64, Sunshine, Galaxy, pretty much a little celebration in a way. And also, for those who have been playing the Nintendo Switch Online service, as you may know, you had to download the NES version, then you got to get the Super NES version. Now, you don't have to do that anymore. Apparently, it's now part of the home screen. You just scroll the way down, and you see it. It just says Nintendo Switch Online. You go inside, and it's like a little hub world in a way. Pretty interesting, leading to people rumors and speculation that we may see more consoles being added, maybe Game Boy, Nintendo 64, GameCube. So let's wait and see. We don't know exactly what Nintendo's planning, especially how 2020 has been really weird for Nintendo. I mean, everything
Then
after
make-
March,
We're gonna make
everything,
3 games and then
Yeah.
nothing else.
and then after March 31st, they
Take
poof.
those fuckers back.
We take those fuckers back. All right. Speaking of the Switch, for you people who have not yet picked up Doom Eternal, and why haven't you? Unless you're getting it on this one console, it will be coming to the Nintendo Switch on December 8th. And Bethesda confirmed that it will indeed be digital only. No reason was really given other than they canceled the physical orders from GameStop. Several people reported that. So it will be coming December 8th on the Nintendo Switch. And one more Nintendo related news. Universal Studios Japan, which is home of the upcoming brand new attraction, the Super Nintendo World, announced that it will be open on February 4th, 2021. So of next year. So very much in a couple of months. And so far, we only know it's going to be in Japan. I don't believe they have yet started construction in Hollywood or in Florida. So it's a wait and see for here in the U.S. And last but sadly not least, tragedy today, this past weekend, Darth Vader actor David Prowse, who was the one who wore the suit, not the voice. The voice is James Earl Jones. Sadly, David Prowse passed away at the age of 85, and unfortunately due to COVID. So unfortunately, he's been active for 50 years. He's been, really big bodybuilder. He was really big into bodybuilding, kind of influence in a way to the likes of Lou Ferrigno and Arnold Schwarzenegger. So basically, he was a big influence, whether it was with Star Wars or separate. And that is it for the skinny.
It's been a bad day to be a celebrity. I mean, bad month. Bad year.
Yeah, bad year.
It's like at least one person every weekend. We need to keep our nerd culture alive. I heard that the guy who passed away, he actually said all the lines for Darth Vader in the suit. That way the actors would get their cues properly. But his voice was it was very high pitched because of how, for some reason, he was just so big, but had a very high pitched voice.
Mm-hmm. So they dubbed it over with James Earl Jones.
Yeah, I think the idea was to get him to do it anyway. But the behind the scenes videos of it, it just that just sounds really weird because it's got this voice coming out of the towering Darth Vader.
It does. I don't know. I was thinking about that Family Guy cutaway where it's like, yeah, James, we just want you to do the voice. I was thinking that. I was like, nah. But it is pretty sad that, unfortunately, he has passed away and he has succumbed to COVID-19. And speaking of...
Welcome, the hostess with the mostest, the queen of mean who makes Goku pay. It's SJ.
Oh, that was a good one.
I know I wrote it.
That was a good one. And I like that. I like that a lot. Sorry for the echo. So I'm in my new space and nothing is in here.
Fill it full of stuffed animals.
Not
or
yet.
real ones.
You should put get some acoustic foam. Just put it in the wall. Sound really clear.
Just get a bunch of wall scrolls.
Yeah.
Just tons of them.
Yeah, I've got a couple of things that I'm gonna put up, but the thing is I'm really bad at hanging up things myself. So
it's okay.
Welcome, Chad, in the comments. He just said "Hey."
Hey.
Gabby says "Super Jew."
Hello.
Hi.
With 4 exclamation points.
Oh, I gotta have them.
So how was your holiday weekend? What other than moving into a house?
Crazy as fuck. I'd have today off and then I go back to work and everything. And I just worked a double Saturday night. So I'm fucking dead. I worked, essentially 6 shifts all this week. So
in a span of 4 days.
Since Wednesday, actually. So 6 shifts in 5 days. One of those days was a day off. I could have had more stuff done, but chose to make some more money.
Even your desk is empty.
Because nothing's unpacked yet.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Just moved in a bunch of furniture.
Yeah, the furniture was the most important stuff, and then getting the internet set up. I didn't have that for 3 days. That was horrible.
It was being set up right now.
Well, my laptop, because I haven't had that on in a week. So it's we have updates. I was like, no, you don't.
Mm-mm.
No, you don't. Stop it.
Shh, just go to sleep. Go to sleep. You don't need to do this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gabby says, I haven't seen her in forevers.
I know. Sorry, guys.
So how did you all enjoy eating over the weekend? I've already had to throw away 2 pies because I didn't eat them in time.
Oh,
I still
had
have a
tear.
pie. But then again, we only bought it yesterday.
I ate turkey
pie.
and it was really good turkey. Smoked turkey. But then I jokingly told my folks, you should have brought some bread with this. You could just make turkey sandwiches also.
Mm-hmm.
We have them sliced. We're like, hey, turkey sandwiches. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
I still have a couple pies left over. Just that I didn't buy any. My plan was to have cook 3 things. And then my sister came over, and so we made enough food for a small village.
There you go.
Tiny village.
I helped. I did dishes.
Good for you.
And I
At least
stirred
you
things.
contributed in
I
some
stirred
part.
things, got things from tall cabinets down for the short people, and I did dishes. And stayed the hell out of the way.
There you go.
Lest there be a fire.
Yep.
Lest there be a fire.
I worked most of Thanksgiving, so all we did was just my folks brought up some stuff. We got takeout, and that was it.
So I'm guessing you didn't do anything for Black Friday.
No, we did. I just didn't go out because I was working.
Yeah.
And I had to work again. And then I had to work again.
And you're a responsible adult and don't celebrate that type of thing.
Oh, I do. Just didn't go out. Well,
I was trying to give you some credit, but no, let's throw me under the bus because Goku's not here.
Well, it's not a typical Black Friday. I mean, they've been having Black Friday sales all month. So it's like what I have been doing, I've got. And
I got my shit done.
Most of it. I think there's still some DVD series I'm missing. Haven't gone through any of it because of this. And
you could fill that house full of so many DVDs.
I really want to do like a Cribs video with you guys as soon as I get everything up and ready.
You're saying that this whole episode today could be just you giving us a tour of your empty ass house.
Yes, that's that too.
Not right now.
Here are these boxes.
Maybe in 2 weeks.
And here are these boxes.
No, I'll wait till it's empty. But I didn't want to miss another day, so I was like, fuck it. Echo.
I went to the store because I needed milk and air freshener on Friday. Mm-hmm. But luckily, there's 3 Walmarts within a mile of themselves, so there's no one there. I usually get socks on Black Friday. I'm weird.
Black Friday
stuff in bulk.
Black Friday, I got a washer and dryer.
Was it on Black Friday sale or just happened to be?
No, yeah. It was a deal, and so I got it. And they were like, next day delivery. I was like, yes.
That's the best
I need so bad right now. And
the washer and dryer is one of those cool ass high tech ones.
It's high tech. They chime, they don't buzz.
My mom had bought a $1,500 washer and a $1,500 dryer. Why? If I'm going to buy something that needs to be new and great, it's you're going to break this thing. You don't know what these buttons do. And lo and behold, a month later, the damn thing broke. It's there's $3,000 sitting in your washing room that doesn't work. Well, I'll just stare at you two staring at your phones, I guess.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Riveting. I can't talk to Goku. He's not here. He's got some type of thing.
He's got other stuff to work on. Focus on. He's got other things.
Not feeling good.
Yeah.
So normally we'd cancel, but wow, we're crazy. We're gonna do this.
We're doing this for all of you people out there.
Doing it for the fans. Also, we're pretty much bored a lot. There's nothing else to do. I mean, SJ could sleep, but nah. It's our way of torture.
I woke up. I made sure. Might go back to sleep later. I just still have some stuff back in my mom. So it's you have to make another trip south. And it's God damn it. Get it up here.
No. You have to make several trips in a small vehicle.
And we didn't pack enough before for the movers to just lug everything up here. But they got the most important things. So
okay. That's all that matters.
They got the furniture.
I've moved for a moving company,
Hmm.
and that sucks when you go someplace and they're not ready, because you can move all the stuff they have, and now you're stuck waiting for them to box up all their crap.
Well, no, we didn't do that. We just said, here's what we got. Go ahead and take it. And then the stuff that's still at my mom's is just the more fragile things that we're sort of paranoid about, even though like technically they could have taken it. They're
It's your Optimus Prime figures,
Yeah.
it's your Transformer figures.
my porcelain. See, that's the other thing is I'm really bad at like decorating and everything. And I don't know how to like put stuff out.
Well, luckily
mean-
it's your house and you can put as many holes in the wall as you want. So
That doesn't help. That doesn't help me any because I'm like, I don't want to like fuck it up the first time through. So that's me and my little, I can't do it.
that is
brain.
why everything stays in boxes for 4 years. I'll unpack when I know what I want to do with it. In the meantime,
Right.
you keep buying more and more figures to just
Yep.
fill in the blanks.
There you go. That's accurate too.
And now your house won't fit all your stuff because it's still in boxes. Like, well, I gotta
Yep.
get a new house now. It
Right.
just doesn't fit.
Right.
So there was a bunch of things that happened over the weekend while everyone else was in a 3-day food coma. Like there was the Mike Tyson boxing match that happened, which wasn't really boxing. It was two 50-plus-year-old guys hugging each other for about an hour. It felt like.
And also to remind people, hey, this is what we used to do.
Mike Tyson looked like he was trying to kill the other person, but it was an exhibition, and the other guy, Roy Jones Jr., did not want to do that. He was exhausted after the third round.
Yeah, from what I've heard, they did look gas. Another big one, it's the undercard, which was, what was it, Jake Paul against Nate Thompson?
I gotta make sure, because I got confused earlier today, because both of the brothers, Jake and Luke Paul, technically box for like
So it was Jake
popularity.
Paul. It was Jake Paul.
Jake Paul was one who fought Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson is like 5'8". He is a small person for small, but kind of tall for his average, I guess. But he was in the NBA. He could also dunk the ball, being that short. So he was a big trash talker before this fight happened, and Jake Paul knocked him out because Nate Robinson had no idea what he was doing.
Yeah, and also after the match, Paul then wanted to challenge Conor McGregor.
Conor's not great at boxing, but Conor can throw a punch probably better than Jake can.
Yeah, and so pretty much like Goku wrote in the chat, Nate pretty much went down like when your character dies in Grand Theft Auto. As someone who's played Grand Theft Auto lately, it's pretty accurate. It's just It's just the cameraman forgot to put the wasted on the screen. That's what they did.
Apparently, a big thing was Snoop Dogg was one of the commentators during the fights, and apparently he was great. I didn't hear much of the Snoop Dogg except from the highlights of it, but I guess they just really enjoyed what he had to say.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd probably watch anything that Snoop Dogg was narrating for, though, because he did the was that nature documentary?
Yeah,
where he was doing did one of them for it, and it was pretty hilarious because he just overreacted to everything that was going on the screen.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he did.
Let's see, what else did I had a whole list of shit that happened. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Oh, this is a football anecdote. The Denver Broncos this past weekend had to play without a quarterback. All three of their starting quarterbacks and their practice squad quarterback were on COVID restrictions and were not allowed to suit up to play. They had to sign a receiver from their practice squad to have him play quarterback, because the last time he played quarterback was his sophomore year in college. So he had no idea what he was doing. They didn't complete a pass until the third quarter.
And a lot of people are criticizing the NFL for that. Like, let me get this straight. You're telling me that all the quarterbacks, they have no quarterbacks, and you let the guys play. One quarterback of the Ravens can't play, and y'all move the game to a couple of days from now? And see, people think that's like, okay, that's kind of effed up. You know, if you're gonna cancel this, if you're gonna like not cancel the games, but you're gonna move this one just because of one, but this one doesn't have any quarterbacks.
I think there's a couple reasons for it, because it was shown that the quarterback for the Broncos, they're one of the practice squad players or their backup, they were shown that they were violating some of the restrictions. Like you had to wear a mask all the time. You had to separate properly. You couldn't be in a unhealthy, and they purposely violated the rules. And if they had to move their game back, it would have been put into a primetime spot. And the Saints and the Broncos, not that much of a draw compared to the Ravens and the Steelers, who are going to be a Thursday night primetime game.
It's
which
Wednesday.
They moved that game back again because now it's going to be on Wednesday.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be Thursday, and then they moved it to Sunday, and then from Sunday to Tuesday, and now today they moved it to Wednesday. So
they have a game the following week on a Sunday, so now they're going to have to move that game back because neither one of them are going to have enough time to practice and
get ready
from a brutal game.
Exactly.
But they don't want to cancel them because if they cancel the games, the players don't make any money. They don't get the game checks for a canceled game because of this. So you have your bottom roster people who get by like game check to game check that need these things, and the NFL loses a lot of money if they don't show these things. Oh, the funny part about the game was the Broncos and the Saints. The Broncos with a receiver for a quarterback scored 3 points. That's the same amount that Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers scored against the Saints. So a non-existent quarterback scored the same amount as Tom Brady did. So that was funny. I saw that. I was like, that's hilarious. Man. Neither one of them are playing with a good quarterback.
Oh, Tom Brady. I mean, the Buccaneers and the Broncos?
Yeah. When they played the Saints earlier. They got blown out like 33-3.
Yeah, they did. It's the same one as Tom Brady when he faced the Saints as well.
He got blown out. They scored the same number. It's like, way to go, Tom. Really showing them. They lost again the past weekend, but they lost to the Chiefs, and I love the Chiefs.
Yeah, and it was a close game too.
Well,
it was like by
close as it should have been.
A field goal or something like that.
It was, yeah. Goku's in the comments. Nate went down like your GTA character. He went down like someone turned off his computer. Nate needs to sell some sleep aid meds. There's some funny memes. They did the Yamcha meme where he's like curled up on the ground. Where it's just Nate Robinson.
Simba trying to wake him up.
Wake up, Nate. The death battle showed today.
Oh, that's right. It was Batgirl against Spider-Gwen.
Did you watch it?
No, I kind of forgot.
Spoiler, everyone. Spoiler warning. We showed it on the screen, but I'm not in control of that. Who do you think won? Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen won.
I kind of thought it would be Batgirl, honestly.
Not for the exact same reasons that Spider-Man always wins. He's got the spider sense. It's a broken tool. Like you're stronger, faster, and have spider sense. You win.
But I do know what's the next one going to be. For the next one will be Rock Lee from Naruto versus Sanji from One Piece.
I'm excited. I'm also worried because I have not watched One Piece in when was Nixon president? I think that's the last time I saw it.
67.
Which is interesting because One Piece wasn't on when Nixon was president. And you weren't born when Nixon was president.
I'm immortal. I have lasted
Gotcha.
My age is a figment of my own imagination.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen One Piece too, and I haven't seen like the actual anime. I saw it wasn't Fox Kids. It was the 4Kids version.
4Kids,
gotta go.
Hey, shut up. That was like a really good.
Nami, dream it.
I thought it was catchy. I was also a child.
How did that happen? Yo, talk about a gum.
I liked it. And then it was my friends that were like, you never noticed the smoking lollipop? And I was like,
yeah, that they censored it. It's a lollipop.
I mean, I saw it was a lollipop. I didn't know it was smoking half the time.
It was originally
supposed to be a cigarette, yeah.
Yeah. And also that there was a scene where like they replaced a gun with this fucking weird ass contraption.
Yeah.
Like extendo.
Yeah, it's
fist.
like a ultra hand or some shit.
But no, let's keep the people who have swords and cut people up.
Yeah, let's keep that. But
don't smoke. Sword violence is okay though.
Yeah.
No to smoking nor to gun.
Right. And then you had Shaman King. So that was an interesting twist. I was like,
Shaman King is really good.
I do. They should have made 4Kids should have made their own like Toonami or something for the slightly older children's.
Now 4Kids doesn't like making good anime.
No, they
Like-
they do like making it. They just like to screw it up and just change it to the what they want. And also, to be fair, it's also because people. Okay, I had this argument. There's just someone I knew who made this argument. It's like, fuck you, 4 kids for screwing up Yu-Gi-Oh and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, you gotta understand that they had to make some changes, obviously, to appeal to the American, fans, and also they had to meet standards and practices.
Yeah, they
Because
censor
here
certain things.
in the US, it's more restricted than over there in Japan. Like, I'll give you an example. Dragon Ball Z, over there they had blood and all that stuff. Here, they would take that out. And also they had to change the names because obviously nobody, like, Yugi obviously kept his name, and then Joey, which
Jonucci.
Jonucci, yeah, it's Joey. Tristan, and then Tay,
Instead
right?
of Honda.
Anzu.
Honda, I think.
It was Honda and Anzu.
Yeah.
Honda and Atsu, yeah. And then Kaiba kept his name, so
I think
it
Mai
easy.
was still Mai though.
Right.
Yeah, Mai was
Kaiba.
still Mai. And
But I
then-
think like her last name was different.
probably, yeah.
I might have still been Valentine. I think because that was
I
a
don't
joke
remember.
for even in Japan. Japan has Valentine's Day too.
Well, that's true.
They probably
Also-
kept the pun.
Also in Cowboy Bebop, you know how Faye Valentine. Also,
They're all related.
Mhm.
Resident Evil Jill Valentine.
All right, we've got this girl who shows off cleavage. What if we gave her last name Valentine?
Perfect.
You're brilliant. What
Cut,
about this other character?
Cut, print, done.
No, Deanna in the comments. I did not find the Tamale Lady. I'm going to go hunt down a different Tamale Lady in a different town because mine apparently does not do it anymore.
Boo, F in the chat for that, for Jace's
Yep.
old OG one.
It's going to be weird. I'm going to just mow someone down. Give me your tamales.
Deme los tamales, por favor.
There you go.
We rolling
And,
up in my van. Real creepy.
and what- Yeah, then also, today's actually the last day of November, and we're almost to December.
Yeah, I got to
Oh.
change my whole theme.
What you gonna do?
I don't know yet.
Hmm.
'Cause I've done a lot of weird things. I guess I could go Digimon, but I don't really care for
Ooh.
Digimon.
Aw.
I go Transformers, and I'll just put stuff up there and just have you name them. Just put up
Deal.
random Transformer stuff. Like,
Do
"Hi,
it.
who's that Transformer?
Do it.
I'll make you name it and then name the scene that I took the little image from, and you'll probably guess it, you weirdo. And then who voices it? Because you probably know that too.
Most likely.
Well, that's the ocean dub. It's like, but it's the same image. I don't know. I don't know if you're right. You could be lying to me. It's voiced by Tim Curry. It's like, I'm pretty sure you're wrong, but I have no way of proving it.
Actually, Tim Curry was in a Transformers cartoon.
Damn it.
But
Of course. He plays Nigel Thornberry, special guest in a Transformers movie.
that would be awesome, but no.
Oh, darling, they're smashing everything.
He also plays Professor Calamitous and Jimmy Neutron, the one who
Yes.
can't finish anything. He's like, I like that episode. I like that character.
I don't know. Maybe I'll do Transformers. I don't know.
That'd be fun.
I might accidentally pick the same picture and not even know it.
You could, but I won't let you, especially because since you brought it up, we have a special guest coming up on Wednesday.
What? No, we don't. There's no guest this week. It's all just regular people. And Paul Lighting and Tom Ruger.
Exactly.
Other than those two. Just regular people.
Regular people.
Regular,
Just a
high
couple of
quality
schmoes. With a couple.
Joining the Schmuck Squad over here.
Exactly.
I'm Joe Schmo, and this is our guest, Paul Schmo. And now he's canceled. What? Oh, man. Shit. Shouldn't have made that joke. Joe can make jokes about their names, and I can't make a Schmo joke.
Indeed.
Woo!
Hey, Mom.
That echoed.
Yeah, that did echo.
Sorry.
Daredevil could figure out just how big your room is by just listening.
Daredevil. He would see that.
She has 14 books on her desk right now.
And the Punisher comes and tries to kill you.
Oh, damn it. There's one of those petitions to try and get Daredevil to be saved for the MCU,
Oh yeah.
which I think they should do. I like Daredevil as a character. I just don't
Mhm.
know where like that street level hero would fit in, except
Mhm.
for him as a lawyer, which I think would be hilarious.
I don't mind either because I did like some of the of the MCU Netflix series. If you would have said which was the best and which one was like the weakest.
Iron Fist is the weakest. That's easy. I wanted it to be good. Oh, but it just wasn't. I liked the first season of Luke Cage. Second season wasn't as good.
Mhm.
Same thing for Jessica Jones. I feel like they were really good the first season, and it's kind of hard to overshoot that. But I think Daredevil in general was the best. They had the better fight scenes, mostly because your guy isn't superpowered. And so Daredevil, first season of Jessica Jones, first season of Luke Cage, and then none of Iron Fist. Just don't put him on. No Iron Fist here.
What you thought of Punisher?
Oh yeah, Punisher. I only saw the first season. It's above Iron Fist. Edgar, the topic of the day is the news from the past week, I guess, and upcoming stuff. Because like now we're going on to
and keep this in mind. We're almost approaching our season finale, also.
Yeah, we are scraping the bottom of the barrel for things we can talk about. And SJ will not show us her house. It's an entire house. Don't let that vacant room fool you. She throws things around. She doesn't have her headphones on right now, so she can't hear me when I talk about her. Much like when I tricked Goku. Oh, and I can't say anything else about her. And you muted yourself.
She did.
You didn't mute yourself earlier when you were throwing stuff around.
I don't think she noticed. Yep. Now she notices.
Damn it. Oh well. I was trying to. I think it worked a little bit. Trying to muffle some of the echo.
And like we said earlier, in case you forgot that on Wednesday and Friday we have 2 guests. That's correct.
Yes.
After the podcast, we're gonna make we're gonna make a post about it. We're just gonna. This is an opportunity for you, for the members of the audience to, we're gonna post. You could just comment in the post that we're gonna make after the podcast. Some questions you would like us to ask them. Any suggestions of what you'd like to talk about, et cetera, et cetera. I think that would be nice to do.
I have a question. How did SJ irritate this person?
What makes you think I irritated anybody?
Lucky guess.
I am adorable.
That's how you get everybody.
Exactly.
That's the answer right there.
Edgar in the comments, Sherwood changed their weekend dates for the upcoming year to later in the year, April 3rd and May 20th. Are you talking about Sherwood?
Yeah, the Renaissance Festival. That's going to be warm.
Is it I only know of one thing called Sherwood, and it's up in Colorado.
No, it's here in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not as big as obviously the Texas Renaissance Festival, but it's another Renaissance Festival that's pretty decent, I hear.
Oh, Renfest?
I've never been, so I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about Renfest here. Obviously, dude. Oh yeah, and also I think this weekend is the last weekend of Renfest.
It was the last weekend, yeah.
Oh, last weekend.
Oh, last week. Okay, so
this is the last week to pick up your shit before they set it all on fire.
It's over.
We gathered up a large bonfire and lit it up.
Yep.
Singing and screaming.
I thought Sherwood is this giant LARP for Renaissance stuff up in Colorado.
I'm sure it is, but because white people can't be that creative, but
it's just that Sherwood is the name of the forest from Robin Hood. Okay, you're gonna steal that name from everything,
right? So anything Renaissance-y related is automatically Sherwood Forest. But I think there's the Sherwood Renaissance Festival in Texas, and I think there's a Sherwood Renaissance Festival up north-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
In honor of Sherwood, we will steal from the rich and give to the poor. But now they're rich, so we're going to steal from them too.
Yeah.
No one can get this money.
Steal from the rich, give to the criminally insane.
Give us your money. All of our stuff is in debit form. Give me your debit card. I'm just gonna cancel it then. You're not gonna get any money from it.
All right.
Give me your social security number. Don't do any crimes.
Don't do any crimes. Okay.
I'm excited for BattleBots coming back this Thursday.
Oh, yeah, that is coming out. I remember when it was on pay-per-view.
I'm glad it's not because I wouldn't watch it then. I like seeing giant lawnmowers fight each other.
Today, and also this past weekend, I learned that there's an actual video called "A Filipino versus almost 20 Mexicans." Video. Apparently,
Is that that video you shared us?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck is all this?
There's nothing good on the internet, or is there?
Yeah, then YouTube would just recommend you this kind of video, and that's what that's pretty much what I saw.
The deep dive into the internet.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. A deep in the ocean dive in the water.
Let's see what is else on my notes. Oh, it's not good. I think we covered that one already.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of topics today. It's been a slow week.
That's Monday. That's Monday for y'all.
Yeah. If nothing happens except for someone dies again, so we just stop covering things.
Oh, somebody did die just recently.
Yeah, Mr. David Prowse sadly passed away at the age of 85 due to COVID.
Yeah. Sad news.
For those that don't know, the suit actor for Darth Vader.
Yeah,
Let's get that straight. The voice is still out there, but just not the guy in the suit.
Yes.
That leaves only Luke Skywalker and Harrison Ford as that.
Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford.
Yeah. I told Luke Skywalker.
That's sad.
I saw somewhere they wanted to get Sebastian Stan to play Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian.
Huh.
I'd be okay with that.
I saw a picture of him with like a wig, a Luke Skywalker wig on. Looks just like Mark Hamill when he's younger. Probably a much better actor though. Young Mark Hamill was not a good actor. Like, go back and watch the first three. Like that was not quality stuff.
I mean, with all due respect, I feel like a movie series like Star Wars is hard to be like best acting in.
Can I get good acting as an option? I do not blame Hayden Christensen for Anakin Skywalker anymore because he acted just like Luke Skywalker. Like it's genetic. It's the only way. Then he had to turn him into a robot to become a good actor.
Yeah.
I don't think Rey in the new series was very good either, but she's not Skywalker. She's a Palpatinian. A Palpatine?
Yeah.
Don't know. Haven't seen it.
A hippopotamus.
Sure.
The hippopotamus.
Hip-tap-tap-a-doo. It's Cyber Monday today. Did you buy anything on Cyber Monday?
I feel like I should have.
I feel like everything's already on sale online.
Yeah, it's kind of surreal that some actually did it yesterday too. So Cyber Sunday.
It's Cyber Month. Buy everything.
Yeah, technically. It's been a cyber year.
That's true. Everything's been online. You can't go to stores. Mm-hmm. Everything's already online.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes the exclusives are only online. Like Walmart, some of their sales were only online.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's trying to get people to stop coming to their damn store.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I went into the store to get my washer dryer, but it wasn't like a huge line and it wasn't like that crazy crowded. And we were able, aside from just waiting to talk to a representative, we were able to get in and out fairly quickly, all things considering. But yeah, it's like, this is definitely just not a typical Black Friday. I feel like most people have either already done it because they've been doing Black Friday deals all month, or they're just like, fuck it this year.
Mm-hmm. I think that's pretty much the mood for this year.
Hey, Hulu, Edgar in the comments brings up, Hulu is doing their $1.99 subscription for 12 months.
And it ends today, so if you want to get it, go get it. Especially,
it's the one with ads though. So
yeah,
it's the one with ads. So you get what you pay for.
And also, if you get a chance, watch the new Animaniacs because especially this week, you should.
Yeah.
Wink, so you know what we're talking about this Friday with Tom.
Yes, wink, wink.
or you won't know, and you're going to get really spoiled because we're going to go over the entire series.
And you'll be very upset. And we warned you.
Should we let him know that he did watch the whole series, right?
Yes. I mean, he's supposed to too, right?
Should, right?
Should probably make
we
sure
told
he's
him.
seen it.
That's why it's this. That's why it's this.
Okay.
Friday,
I'll send him my
before.
Hulu if he needs it.
That's sharing is caring.
I would hope that he should get like his own.
I think
Anything
maybe he
animated,
has
just
his
give him
own.
free. You should send him like a free copy of it.
Yeah, I feel like
Right.
somehow he has it. He has access to it.
I'm sure he does.
What do you
But
think
yeah.
about it? It's like, well, they didn't let me see it because they're jerks.
Oof. That would have been an oof moment.
They took my baby from me.
Oh man, I got half a mind to see if he'll if at least one of his sons can come on,
That'd be
'Cause-
interesting.
because all of them were on the original Animaniacs.
Yeah,
four
actually,
times.
it was like the Warners were pretty much based on his sons, right?
Partially.
Yeah, it's partially. Because I looked it up and I found out they were
Mhm.
originally going to be 4 Warners, 3 boys and one dot, and then they pretty much combined the 2 and became Wacko. One of them was going to be like all edgy and stuff. The other one was going to be completely dumb, and then they just combined the 2 and they
Love
became
it.
Wacko.
I was gonna say, I think Yakko's the edgy one technically of the 3.
Oh, yeah, he's more
Edgy?
No, it's like in the original concept they came up.
Yeah.
It was like of the 4. There was one who was like he's all angry. He's like I hate the world and all that stuff. He's all grumpy. And then
Yeah. Oh well, that's Dot then. Never mind.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Don't call her Dottie.
Don't call me Dottie or you die. I love her. Dot is my spirit animal.
I don't have Hulu. All right, who in Geeks 5 Ever on YouTube says they don't have Hulu?
Sorry.
It costs too much. Well, actually, in about a few hours, yeah, $2 a month. So pretty
You
much
got $2.
If you got $2 a month, you could probably get it right now
With ads.
with ads.
So,
But it's something.
no complaining about the ads. You knew what you're paying for.
I mean, I'm gonna complain, but
All right.
Okay, you know what you're paying for.
I get the right to complain. I'm an American and I'm white. I can complain all I want. It's in my blood.
Because I have entitlement in my blood.
Okay. Well, no, like, so I've got the Travel Channel app that I used to watch, like, all my paranormal shows. The
Sounds
good.
like that has to have all the horror stuff for you, right?
Yes, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And
It's a different movie.
well, yeah, but there's some good paranormal shows, there's some bad paranormal shows, and there's just some like really what the fuck paranormal shows. But anyway, so you can only watch like maybe one episode per series for free. You have to have an account. Now they don't pay. You don't have to pay for it. You just sign up with like your cable subscription. But even then, you have a shit ton of ads, and it's like, what is the fucking point?
I'm gonna pay for something. I don't want ads. If I do pay for something and have ads, it better be really cheap.
Right.
Not like
Here,
cable.
yeah, and here it's free, and it's like you get like 10 ads per show.
If you don't got $2, it's a free trial. So that's letting you know that too.
It will have more ads than show.
Yes,
more ads than yeah.
More ads than show.
Sometimes I need time to go to the bathroom. I just let the ad run. I don't care.
Accurate.
Gotta
Gotta
go pee.
get that refill. Make some snacks.
Make sure you leave the laptop there when you're going to the bathroom. Don't take it with you because you have to answer more questions later. It's like, why are you running to the bathroom with your laptop? Nothing. Why you look relieved when you get out? Like, only 20 questions here.
Oh, and Edgar on the comment section wrote, someone's fifth wheel burned down today in the campground on their last day of the season. Boy, if you think about it, this year was really plagued with a lot of problems.
Fire in the fair, you had shooting.
Fire outside the fair.
A shooting, and then you had and then the former owner is accused of sexual harassment.
Not surprised.
And then this happened, the last day of the season. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This has been I think
par for the course for this year. Par for the course.
Only 2 fires? Some rookie numbers.
Yeah.
Crank those numbers up.
Rookie numbers.
Just a little bit. God only knows what's going to happen.
I mean, if the fire
Next
alarm
one.
is only pulled once at a convention, I feel like it's a waste of a convention. Maybe at least once a night.
I've never
That's
been at a convention where the fire alarm was pulled.
What?
Actually,
How's
yeah,
that?
me neither.
Every convention I go to, it's always when I'm in the damn shower too. Pulled. Like, fine, I'm gonna burn. I don't care.
Maybe someone purposely did that. Like, hey, he's
They wait for
in the
me.
bathroom, so we're gonna just pull it. Let's pull it,
Yep.
and that's it.
You gotta take the stairs, and I'm always at like one of the
Uh-huh.
highest fucking floors. And I'm tired, and my legs hurt the next day because some
Mhm.
asshole pulled the fire alarm.
Yep.
Some butthole.
Back upstairs. Now I'm sweating. I gotta take another shower.
Yeah, and then you're in cosplay, and it's like hot as shit outside, and then you gotta go take another shower.
Mhm.
I have taken 5 showers today. I
Ew,
still
you
don't think
still
it's enough.
stink. People still don't shower.
Kiss my ass. Latex does not breathe.
No.
No, it does not. It does not, sadly.
I thought about doing a costume like that, and I was like, fuck to the no.
Have you been, Sonic? Have you been to a convention where the fire alarm was pulled?
No, I've only been to one where
We've been.
How
We've
the
been-
hell? Y'all been to a convention with Goku? I'm pretty sure he probably pulled the fire alarm at least once.
maybe.
I
but
mean, allegedly.
I guess
Okay.
we've just been to like more civilized conventions than you have, Jace.
The people here up north in Dallas, man, they're reckless.
Mm-hmm.
I think the IkiCon I went to, they pulled the fire alarm.
Never been icky.
it's all
Pretty-
icky.
I'm pretty
it's
sure
really
it was
icky.
Every convention I've gone to, I've had that fire
I've done
alarm pulled.
another-
Mm-mm.
Except for Matsuri. But Matsuri, I was in a different hotel because it was away.
Mhm.
So I didn't have that issue.
No.
My theory is just, yeah, I'll just burn. Fuck it.
I was gonna say, yeah, and then like all the Transformers, the 2 Transformers I've been to, just one was in the multiple locations. Nope, we're pretty civilized. We don't do any of that except for that
Yeah.
one.
I agree with Edgar. He is a very good boy. He would not do that. No, he wouldn't. He would just stay in his room, and then it would just take his flesh to burn, and be like, "Oh shit, I better go."
I think he's saying that he wouldn't pull the fire alarm. And I don't agree with that. I don't think unconscious Jesse, who's still moving around, wouldn't pull it. Someone just has to tell him, hey, that fire alarm's talking shit about you.
That's all he has to do.
It's like a trigger word.
Yep.
It's like the from the Winter Soldier, the code words you use to mind wipe the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, mission report.
Mission report. Train, locomotive, kill
Oh.
Nixon.
Jeez.
Goku's just get white and goes.
Mhm.
Civilized or boring?
Hey.
Sober.
Yeah. Like I said, well, yeah, it's a Transformers convention. It's a family friendly thing. So
That does sound boring though. Although I drink in public events, I don't care.
And also, in some cases, pulling a fire alarm could be pretty.
I think it's
Have
a
a lot of
felony.
that's kind
yeah,
kind
it's
of
a felony.
yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's just because we're talking about this doesn't mean we encourage y'all to do it.
Yeah.
Who pulled the fire alarm? Pikachu did. Barney's like, oh,
It was Cookie Monster.
some guy in a sombrero. That's the guy right there. Shit.
Hey, that's the guy right there.
I only commit petty crimes. Minor misdemeanors. That's all Goku does.
Mhm.
He'll take a night in the clinker, but he won't do it.
Yep.
Trying to clinker.
Is it clinker? I don't know. I've never.
Clink.
Not.
The clink?
The clink.
I thought clink was the name of that thing from Fallout.
Isn't that clank?
Ratchet?
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank. I was about to say, is that Ratchet and Clank? Is he talking about?
I don't know.
Word association is fun. Family friendly or scared? Worried that all the Transformers are just going to come to life or something?
I mean, You'll be lucky to see some. Okay. I've got a couple of friends. They do some like spot on Transformers cosplays. I really want to like do one like they do. One of my friends, she did a knockout from the Transformers Prime cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what she did. I need to ask her what she did because I want to do this for some other cosplays if I can ever get around to actually doing those cosplays. But she actually has clips of the characters' lines. Just audibly.
Play them on auto.
She plays them on auto, yeah. And this last, like I said, this last convention I went to was TFCon, and the voice actor was there. And so he would like say lines and she would like pantomime for him. And it was just hilarious. So we just have like our own different kind of fun.
I'll have nerd fun. Which one?
Yeah.
Nerds.
I have some other friends. And again, you can check this out on YouTube. One guy, these two guys I know made a 15-foot tall King Starscream costume from the 86 movie. Mm-hmm. And the guy actually has like a mic and loudspeaker coming out of the turbines on Starscream's pecs. And he actually sounds like Starscream. He did a really great job. And so there's like a ton of videos when we were in Disney World, just him just bullshitting and all of us having like a hilarious time. So there's that. And then they also built like a Grimlock and a Devastator costume from G1. Oh. No audio used for that, but they were on at least 2-foot stilts each. Uh-huh. But the Grimlock costume was when we had Greg Berger, who voiced Grimlock. And so he would, I think there's something somewhere on the internet. It has to be. Greg was saying random lines, and the guy actually was able to move the jaw to make Grimlock talk. So we were just like inner child squee.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. So
you said Starscream. I knew who that was, but then you said King Starscream. I don't know what that is. So I don't know who Knockout is. Do they punch things?
No. So Knockout, I think they made as like kind of like a metrosexual, to be totally frank, because we talked, because some of us went up to
robosexual.
Shush. No. Well, that's the thing. We went up to them after a panel, the like writers and stuff. We were like, y'all didn't mean to do this, did you? And they're like, yeah, no. Actually, yes. And we were like, love it. So he's a Decepticon medic, not like Hook. And apparently he used to be a flyer, but he decided to scan a vehicle mode. Mm-hmm. And he really loves this vehicle form. And so he's super narcissistic, really sadistic, and he will like fillet you if you scratch his paint or get him dingy. And he's just hilarious. But it's great. Like one of his first lines is he's driving alongside an Optimus and he's like whistling like pickup lines at him. And of course, all of us like fangirls are like, what is this? This is magical. It was hilarious. But there's that.
Decepticon healer? What's he do? Like just say, get up. You're not hurt. Kick him a few times. Shoot him.
Yeah.
Oh, this one can't be saved. Roll out a new one.
Like you're not dead. Get out.
How you feeling? I'm good. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, what are you doing? Got things to do. I gotta buff myself.
In the comments, I like the one person who cosplayed a Coke machine and stayed one spot the whole weekend. I put money in them and gave me a Coke.
There you go.
If you like them so much, why did you go back and break the credit card reader?
And then for your question about King Starscream, so did you see the 1986 animated movie?
No.
Okay. So
that's what I would say is like I know generic ass shit. I know I have my knowledge is like bar trivia knowledge. Like gotcha. It's like a foot deep, but like a mile long. Not like super deep anything.
All right. So between seasons 2 and season 3, they had that feature film length movie that came out in theaters. It had Leonard Nimoy, it had Orson Welles, it had
Is that the one where Optimus died in?
Yes.
Hey.
Eric Idle was in it. Like they had a lot of really great voice actors in it. And so after Optimus dies, there's a scene where technically Megatron dies and Starscream finally assumes control. So it's in the coronation scene where he's got like a cape and a crown and everything. So everyone has dubbed him King Starscream. So that's what that is.
Like a full on, was it a full like regal red cape with the spotted purple?
It's purple.
I didn't think they have a need for, do they have it like lying around?
I don't know where they came up. They just came up.
They don't have a need for fabric though. They're robots.
They just came. It just has it's just there.
I think Starscream had that thing built beforehand. It's like,
oh, for sure.
If I ever get
like,
this.
have you met Starscream? Yeah.
I've had this sitting around for 4,000 years.
Yes.
Finally, my time.
My time to shine.
Agreed.
Get me my small hat.
It was also fun because who else did we have for cosplaying? Somebody's kid, this was in 2010, so they were 10 at the time, was also dressed up as King Starscream, but since he was so little, we called him Prince Starscream. It was adorable.
Me, you'll complete me.
It was great.
Someday you'll grow older and strong enough to take my crown, and when that comes, I'll kill you.
There's one of those. Another one of my friends was doing Blur from Transformers Animated, so she pretended to like run around. That was cute. What else do we have? Somebody actually made a plush costume of Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. Shattered Glass is where there's a whole like universe where the Autobots are evil and the Decepticons are good. But it's like really, but it's also like magnified. So the Autobots are fucking monsters.
I mean, I imagine Optimus, the only thing holding him back is that he's kind of nice sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
He's evil. He's mean.
But yeah, imagine him evil. It's like fucking scary. So this chick made a plushie off of him based off of this one independent artist design. So it's like really cute, but again, he's pretty crazy.
He's a murderer.
But he's crazy. So it's like,
this little plush has ended worlds.
Yes. There's that.
I imagine like the conflict between the Decepticons and the Autobots in that situation would be similar to when the other like Justice League, the World 2, where the Justice League's evil. And it's like Lex Luthor's the good guy. It's like, and they're always fucking losing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're just outpowered here. You suck.
In an alternate universe.
Precisely. What else have we done?
They've done the keeping them alive is that he holds back.
They've done the movie, like the Bayformer movies, Ironhide, Sideswipe.
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay presents explosions.
Yeah.
One of my friends was in Chicago. Well, actually, it was Brad. Brad was in Chicago when they were filming the Michael Bay films up there, and he would post pictures of behind the scenes stuff because he was in the city and of like the thing flying around. The same thing for the Batman movies because Michael Bay loves Chicago. Mostly because it's cheap to film there.
Sure.
It's cheaper to film in Detroit, but everything looks like it's abandoned.
They actually filmed here. Yeah. My dad used to work at an Air Force base in California. And so one time when I went to visit him, he took me like to the base and he's like, this is where they did this and this is where they did that. And I was like, cool.
That's awesome.
Oh, the My Hero Academia movie that's supposed to be coming out. The new one.
Yes.
They had that new character redesign, which that will come out, and then we'll have two movies that are ahead of the current canon because they're too slow to get their stuff out.
They're pretty outdated with that.
This is exciting stuff, guys. We've rattled through 5 days of information in 1 hour. I blame Goku. Goku's here to slow us down by being controversial? Universal Studios. Florida man.
Yeah.
Florida man.
Florida Association.
I feel like Goku is our Florida man.
Goku is the Florida man of Texas. It's like, I'm
Yeah.
here to make things worse, but also better
Right.
at the same time.
Yep.
Well, it was on fire before. Now it's on fire, but at least we have alcohol and it's not going to spread. It's contained fire. It's like a bonfire that no one knows where it started. It just happened.
Well, we know where it started. It's over there. We just don't know how. And we don't know when it's going to stop.
It was probably Goku. And it'll stop. Yeah, we don't know that one. That's just a mystery. Hopefully we'll leave and it won't go anywhere.
I was going to say, I thought like you're on repeat. No. Anywho. Yep. No. Slow day.
Very slow.
So how is Sanji going to beat my Rock Lee? That's my question. 'Cause I'm not up to date on One Piece.
That's a good question because
gonna
all I
kick-
remember is that Sanji was a kicker. But then again, so is Rock Lee. And he's wearing those weights.
I'm just worried that my precious bowl cut boy is not going to survive. I love him too much.
I don't know. These are
Although
good-
they let Mike Guy do the ninth gate, so or the eighth gate. The ninth gate would be more. Maybe they'll let Rock Lee do it and win. Hopefully.
Maybe. Can he actually do it? Oh, that's the ultimate question.
He hasn't done it yet because when you do, you die. Although you have Naruto who has the ultimate reset button who can stop you from dying. So if you have, as long as you have Jesus on your side, power of God and anime,
On your side, and then
anything is possible.
Yes.
oh, is that the don't fuck with me? I have the power of God.
Yeah.
God and anime.
It's like,
So
what?
Naruto?
Naruto. It's pronounced Boruto.
And his father.
Yep.
Apparently, he has like a new ability, like a new mode that when he does it, he'll die. Which I don't know why he would need it because nothing. He hasn't shown like all his other stuff. He just do that shit again. Then in like the Dragon Ball Super manga, Goku, I think didn't he win now? I'm not up to date on it. I don't intend on it. I'm mostly talking about Dragon Ball Z stuff to piss off Goku. He's not here to defend himself.
Guess not.
I'm not trying to antagonize him. Just think on. That's a false rumor. I don't need to antagonize him. I'll just leave. Force him to come back on. Are we still like an affiliate with No Name Nerd? Because I'm looking at our stream right now. Like, it's still on there. We haven't brought that up in like a month.
That's a good point. That's terrible of us if we are.
No Name Nerd. Buy some expensive stuff for no reason. I don't even know if they have a holiday special going on. Because we don't buy stuff from them.
Right.
Use the code
Geeks
Geeks.
5 ever for 10%.
Yeah, is it 10%? Yeah, it was 10%.
I believe it is.
So you haven't moved all of your stuff. Where'd you
Yeah,
buy your
but-
washer and dryer from? Because
They usually come with it.
like homes, well, no, homes
Most.
don't come with washer and dryers. Like apartments do.
Oh,
Some apartments do,
Rental
some don't.
homes.
All the other appliances were included, just not the washer dryer for reasons. But it's okay. I'm fine with that.
Did you go there expecting like a long wait for a washer and a dryer?
I knew that was a possibility.
Because when I think Black Friday sales,
Mhm.
washer and dryer is not anywhere near the top of that list.
no, people just think it's either like basically electronics in general, like TV,
Right.
games.
I
Mhm.
guess it is electronic.
Yeah, but there was so we stopped by Home Depot first and they didn't have anything that we really liked. So then we went to Lowe's, they're the ones with the actual deals. And they were like, this thing we might have like in the warehouse right now, so we can get it to you tomorrow. And I was like, where do I sign?
Does it work?
That's the ultimate question.
Can I
Yes.
run a test load?
Yes, it worked, but I didn't watch them set it up. My mom did. I was asleep at the time because I was getting ready for my double shift
Mhm.
or my regular shift.
You're prepping your body.
Yes, and apparently, so today was my day off. I was like, I'm going to do some laundry. Well, the stupid thing didn't work. Like it actually ran through a load, but I pulled out my clothes and I was like, these are still dry. Suspicious. So I looked, I was like, what is going on? Shouldn't this thing be running water? And it turns out when they put the machines in, they shut off the water and they never turned it back on. And my mom had been supervising and she was like, well, I thought they tested it. And it's like, well, either they tested it and they turned it back off or they didn't actually test it.
Uh-oh.
Either way, I turned on the water myself. I'm proud of myself.
Maybe you accidentally bought the washer or dryer combination.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Not probably. I mean, there is situations like that.
Welcome Pachinko in the comments who says hello.
You're late.
Just wake up. You're late.
Sorry, what did he say?
He said hello.
That's why he says just hello.
You're late.
There you go. You run a test load in your washer and like, I don't like the way this one came out.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to return it. Like, you ran 47 loads in here. I had to be thorough.
Yep.
I don't like it.
And then I also ran my dishes, and it turns out the whole dishwasher turns off if you turn off this one light switch. So this one light switch is never to be
You've
turned.
got a power switch. Those are so fucking stupid. There's one on the wall in the living room, and it's always a switch that looks like it should be a light switch because it's like eye height right by where all the other switches should be. Yes.
Right. I didn't design it. I just live here.
I didn't design it. I just live here. It's
What's
not my
this switch
control.
for? This switch is for pissing off people in the house.
Yes.
Sometimes even you.
It's even here.
I have one of those
But-
switches for like your kids' room, like a kid's room. It's on the outside.
Mhm.
You'd want them to go to sleep and just shut off the power to the entire room.
There you go.
Good man.
What else? I've got the guest room mostly set up. We just need to look for like an end table of some sorts. And I just have to unpack.
Everything.
The other bedroom is being used as like a library of sorts. So that's where I'm going to have like all my books and my movies and stuff. So I'm just going to go in there. It's going to be cool. And then my bedroom is just a mess.
The one you're in.
Yes, the one that's actually mine. It's just
Makes
a mess,
sense.
right? It's
Our
just
room's
a
always
mess
nice.
now.
I don't make my fucking
I
bed.
don't want it
I'm
to
an
be
adult.
though. But yeah, since most of my, except for the bedrooms, all of my floors are tile, I'm gonna need to get like a shit ton of rugs. Need to get a good area rug for in here. Need to get some stuff for the floor and everything.
Oh yeah, we just throw some rugs in here. It'll just make the whole place come together.
All coming together.
And at least muffle these bucking echoes.
Room for you and your 37 cats.
Still just the one. She just acts like she's 37. She's on top. She's on top of the cabinets on top of the fridge right now. She's been up there for like 2 hours.
She doesn't like how echoey it is either.
I don't think she entirely cares. I think like it's a warm spot, so she wants to go up there and hide.
Well, also everything's tile.
Yeah.
There we go.
For the dog.
Puppy.
We didn't talk about Matsuri at all. How dare the dog show up? It's got a cool sweater though.
I like your sweater.
How's that a context?
Yeah, Matsuri was gonna run a parade or something too.
Oh,
yeah.
Speaking of Matsuri,
Yeah. Speaking of,
why?
because they're greedy little assholes.
Yeah. So about this parade.
No one will celebrate them, so they're gonna celebrate themselves.
Yeah.
so if you're wondering what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, so apparently, according to one of our sources, let's say that one of our sources, apparently Matsuri has planned out, I think it's for next year or within a few years, an actual parade. And I shit you not, the parade, they really want to do a parade with the route would be pretty long, pretty much all in downtown. And I think that's pretty much all we know. It's in the early stages, so we don't know if they're actually going to do it or it's just, a rumor. Obviously, with the stuff that was talked about, looks like they're leaning towards a reality. So we don't know how it's going to play out.
Are they going to run a festival too?
Isn't that essentially the con?
Well, that's what a Matsuri is. It's an anime Matsuri. It's a festival. To celebrate us. So if you're wondering where your refund money went, it's to their fucking parade.
Is this anything like straight pride?
What's the opposite of straight pride?
Gay pride.
All right, so it is straight pride.
Yeah.
we want a white pride parade. No.
Really?
Can't have that.
We
got this cool flag and everything. It's red, white, black. It's got a lot of angles going in the same direction. It's a plus sign, but more. Like it's a Nazi flag.
Motherfucker.
No, it means swastika means peace. Fuck you.
Tilted. You tilted it.
Knock that piece off its axis.
If you straighten it back, then it means peace.
I didn't know that was the difference.
Yes, they did turn it just slightly.
Now it's different.
Yeah.
Now it's our thing.
And I remember that being a thing. I remember it had to be like a couple of years ago or so that some t-shirt company was selling t-shirts with, because it's a Buddhist symbol. I think it's either Buddhist or Hindu. It's one of those. And so they were selling the t-shirts with that symbol. And a lot of people were like, oof. And a lot of people were like, probably like less than a lot of the people were like, I understand that is a symbol for peace, but it's ruined. And so it's kind of like,
It's like the mustache.
Yeah.
You can't have that mustache anymore. Charlie Chaplin had it for a while and he can't. He didn't get that thing anymore. He's ruined that symbol. Yeah. He ruined. It was a dumb looking mustache.
Which sucks because it does mean it is a symbol for peace, and that does suck. But
someone had made well, I don't think it's the same story, but they had made a symbol for like it was, I'm pretty sure, for like a white pride kind of thing, or it might have been Trump, but it looked like the outline of a swastika of like eagles and shit. Like, I'm pretty sure this was intentional. I know they're dumb, but this is intentional.
That was another thing. Like a few weeks ago, I think like the Hallmark store, if there's still those around, they were selling like a Hanukkah wrapping paper, and it's blue and it's white, and in the negative space, and it's, to me, it looked like, it reminded me of like that, like, I don't know how to say the words. Not really like a mosaic, but like that Greek banner type thing. It's just all angles and stuff. And again, in the negative space, it's a bunch of swastikas. And a lot of people were like, what are y'all doing? And I'm like, I think this was just poor design on their part. And again, pareidolia, we just, our brains fill in patterns and stuff, and we just see in the negative space.
Pretty sure you could make a program like a face tracking app, but it's used just to find offensive symbols like swastikas in your art. And like, we found one swastika right up here. Like,
it wasn't just one.
We found a million of them in your repeated pattern. Like, we should probably fill in this with something else. Like the FedEx sign, only it's a swastika.
Yeah.
We put it everywhere.
Yeah.
And it was for like Hanukkah wrapping paper too.
Yeah, it was blue and white.
That's even worse.
I don't think it was intentional.
I don't think so either.
I think it was just poor planning, and some people are just like, you can't help what's in negative space and stuff. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn between like, I don't know if
Just
that
download our Nazi app to find the swastikas hidden in your messages. Now in literature form, it will track down offensive language hidden in your words as well.
There you go. Yeah. Indeed.
I almost bought like a plastic T-Rex and was going to modify it into a menorah and send it to you.
Oh, thanks.
This T-Rex is like $50 though, and I really don't want to spend that much on a joke. Also, it might catch on fire. I don't trust most things that I put together. You know, if we didn't have to put a candle on here, I probably would do this.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. I'm out.
We are bone dry right now.
Y'all in the comments aren't helping us out a lot.
Nah, we can't. We can't do. Yeah, so that's pretty much we covered a lot of stuff that I just for
Yeah.
No, Hasbro is trying to sell Wizards of the Coast, which could affect not only Dungeons and Dragons but their Magic the Gathering card game.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. Recently, they had Wizards of the Coast had a lawsuit filed against them because they canceled a book series that they were supposed to do, like a 4-part book series for the old Dragonlance books that were out a long time ago, but they canceled it and they didn't give a reason for it. Technically, they're allowed to, as long as they don't violate the contract, but there's a lawsuit for that one. So maybe Hasbro's just trying to dump them for that.
Maybe that could be a reason. I guess they just figured, you know what, this is going to be a pain in the ass, so we're just going to probably like just get rid of it and all that.
They also have a movie in development right now. Wizards of the Coast does. So
that's awkward too.
Abandoned ship.
Yeah.
What if they can get Johnny Depp for it? I hear he's available.
So what's the deal with that? Have they actually proven one or the other? Or are they just trying to cancel both of them?
They're only trying to cancel one of them. Like, they're not trying to get.
So is it proven that she did it?
Yeah, they had a case for it before, and Johnny Depp won that case, but they lost the liable case, which is proving that Amber Heard had specific liability. Is just like you try to do like defamation, you try to do something specifically to hurt someone's reputation. You didn't win that case, but she was the abusive person in that relationship. And that was already proven, but he can't finance because it was like a lawsuit for like several $1 million for it, and he didn't win it. So with that case gone, like fine, I guess they couldn't fire him while that case was still going on. I don't know why, but once it was out, they got rid of him. Also, I heard that he's like a really expensive actor too, so probably a way for them to drop some money. But then they got
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, but for like the Harry Potter book that was out, that's one thing. Fantastic Beasts. Robert Downey Jr. is super expensive, and that's why he only shows up in certain movies. He's Iron Man for like forever. He doesn't need to play anything else. He's got a huge contract with them.
Royalties and all that.
Yeah, like, he doesn't need to work again. Why would he? He's Iron Man.
Right.
Doesn't way say it like that. Why would he? He's Iron Man.
He's Iron Man. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm Iron Man. He is Iron
Man.
Yeah,
so was he like taken off the projects before they found out that she was the abusive one?
No.
Or is it after?
It was rumored that that's why they wanted to drop him from Pirates of the Caribbean when they did their reboot. But that was actually financially driven because he was going to cost too much money. Because I can't remember the money for the last Pirates of the Caribbean he was in. He accounted for a huge percentage of the cost. So that's why when they wanted to reboot it, they wanted to get a new actor in there so they could do it at a much lower cost. Also, because the reboot, they don't know if they're going to make as much money from it. But with the Fantastic Beasts, when that first started doing the filming with Johnny Depp in it, that's when the Amber Heard stuff started coming out of when they thought he was the abuser. For 4 years ago?
Yeah,
And
about.
so when that started coming out, that's when it was the beginning of this whole thing. And now it's come out that it was the opposite, but he lost a libel case. So they
Mhm.
might have been trying to get rid of him once the whole thing came out, but the contract was already up.
Mhm.
So they couldn't get rid of him. I don't know.
That's
I like Johnny Depp. Because I got sick of him with Pirates of the Caribbean. It's like, he only plays this one
Well, I
role.
mean,
Oh, he played
that's
a lot of other stuff too.
yeah, but that's got nothing to do with like the other stuff that's going on.
Yeah, he shouldn't lose his job because of something someone else did.
Right.
But you put a giant target on yourself by costing a bunch of money that they want to get out of, then
Well,
sleazy companies try to get rid of you for other reasons too.
right. But I mean, like that's. mm, I'm torn. Like, if that was the only reason why they were getting rid of him from a financial standpoint, I get it. I understand everyone wants to like make like the biggest thing for like the cheapest. So I understand that, but to use, yeah, like the case
It
as an
might
excuse,
not
I
have
think that's
just been
bullshit.
financial either, but they were trying to get rid of him once it started coming out, when it was the initial part of the case, but they were already filming, and it was just dragging around through the court case for too long. It's hard to know exactly why they did it.
Right.
I
And
mean,
we're probably
business
never going to know, actually, to be totally
movie
honest.
execs, very well known for their quality of view of people.
Yeah.
Certainly don't try to take advantage of anybody. That's sarcasm.
Yeah. Look at the new requirement. Well, yeah, no, but look at the new requirements for like what's the movie one? The Academy Awards. Like now they're obligated to put in people of color. And it's like
That's fine, but the Academy
don't
Award shows are jokes anyway. They're not real.
right. But that's what I'm saying is like don't make it obligatory. It really should not matter what color anybody is. It matters how talented they are.
Yeah.
If you're going to do, and especially if you're going to do a story about um, people of color anyway, then that's fine. Get the best people in the movie to do it.
There
Don't
are
just be like, we need to hire this like one Hispanic person to just tick a box.
There's two things for that. Like the NFL has a rule called the Rooney Rule.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you hire a head coach, you have to interview a person of a minority, so Hispanic, another country, Black. You have to interview one of them for the job before you make your hiring decision, which on paper is like, oh, that way everyone has an opportunity, except for when it's just to blow it off. Like you'll interview
Yeah.
your assistant offensive coordinator. Like, okay, we've met the requirement. Let's go hire this college coach who's like 27. They had
Mm-hmm.
no intention of hiring this person. It's like, we're still
Yeah.
helping them because they're getting interview experience. You're bypassing the rule,
Yeah.
you're ignoring it. You don't want the person being hired anyway.
Right. See, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, don't be like, oh, we're not being insensitive or anything because we're talking to these people. It's like interview the best people for the job.
You're being forced to interview them.
Yeah. And you're not even.
That's why whenever you do like an application for something, it has you check what race you are. That way they can use that information that they're pulling in people for interviews. You're not
True.
checked in that box for just the fun of it. It's so these companies know that they can hire, because big companies have to hire certain amounts of minorities. They have to. It's like a legal requirement for taxes. If they don't hire a certain number of people or have that many people on their payroll when taxes come, they get fined.
But I feel like they shouldn't even ask that question.
They shouldn't.
Just leave it straight. Like, here are my accomplishments. Here's what I've done. Da, 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come into the interview and then they're just like, and then it's like that.
It's a good idea, except for when you have the idea of putting it on there is so they know you're coming in with that ethnicity and they interview you and they do that. Because otherwise you do that, you do all the things, you don't check what race you are. You come in for the interview and the person behind the desk is a racist. Sees you as like, oh, this interview's pointless, because they're not going to, for one, they'll just blow off the interview. They're not going to care.
Right.
It's to try to prevent and forcing to make the requirement that you have to hire a certain number of people is to prevent racism from being part of the workplace. It's dumb that it has to be a requirement, but when you have so many people in charge that don't like other people because of their racistness and their prejudice, you have to put those rules in. It's dumb for an award show, though. For one, award shows are stupid. They don't do anything. If you're going to complain that BET doesn't have any white people in the elections, well, they had to make their own award show because you weren't putting them in the other ones because you guys are old honky racist.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're going to make their own award show.
Yeah.
It doesn't count.
Right.
It's whoever pays the most to the producers is like, okay, this one made this much money. That's cool. The money that Avengers made, that studio uses that money to pay for the award for this other movie. That way they can get just publicity.
Right.
So you need an Avengers movie to pay for all the other shitty awards of all those other crappy movies that no one wants to watch.
Yeah.
That's the way you said it. Yeah. Never thought of it that way.
Well, they have to. Like, that's how they make their money.
Right.
For every shitty, I don't want to say Sonic made money, so I can't say Sonic. It eventually made money.
Wasn't it that movie? Wasn't there like that? Ironically, that Robert Downey Jr. movie, the Dr. Dolittle.
Dr. Dolittle did not make money, despite having Robert Downey Jr. If you want to, that movie was if Iron Man had a psychosis event and he just thought he could talk to animals.
I still want to see it.
Somewhere.
That's what Iron Man on Extremis was.
I can talk to animals. No, he's just high as fuck right now. Yeah, you have those expensive movies. They cost a lot, but they make a lot more money. That way you can pay for all those shitty ass movies that no one wants to watch. And then you have the other movies that are low budget and they wind up making money, like your Disney's Tinkerbell series of movies. Those things were easy to make. Always made a profit. They made like 15 of them because they always made money. They know the little girls are going to watch it. They don't care.
And they're straight to DVD.
Yep.
Don't have to pay any money on advertising because you put that advertising on your own movies and that's all you need.
There you go.
Or on like a channel or something like that. That's it.
On your channel.
Right.
Because Disney Channel.
It's free real estate.
No, like that's fine too. I understand that part. But again, it's that whole like obligatory thing. Like I agree there needs to be more representation of everything. Like we talked about it super briefly. Like there's a bajillion Christmas movies. There's one Hanukkah movie. And it's god awful.
Is it 8 Crazy Nights?
Yes, god damn it.
I was like, I only know the one. It's
that one.
It's not Hanukkah. It just takes place.
That one. Exactly. Everyone calls it the Hanukkah movie because
it's like Die Hard.
It's called 8 Crazy Nights, which is and it's got Adam Sandler in it, and that's his song about Hanukkah.
Would you also consider Home Alone a Christmas movie?
Well, yeah, because it's set during Christmas.
There you go.
It's actually it evolves around Christmas too.
Yeah.
They mention it multiple times. It's part of their. It's not a Christmas like miracle story, although they try to play it off as one near the end.
Or
also speaking of Christmas, for those of you who watch
Christmas stories,
for those who still have cable, the channel Freeform is doing that 25 Days of Christmas, that time of the year again.
Of scary movies or
no, when they show Christmas movies, like
no, they're all pretty scary.
Yeah,
the exact same movie. It's like Doctor Who, but Hallmark movies. It's the same 15 actors. Recycled in different.
So I've seen 2 horror movies based around Christmas. There was the Krampus one. It wasn't too bad. I didn't totally care for the ending, but
was it the one that came out a couple of years ago?
Yes, there was that one.
Because you know what's so funny? I remember seeing that in theaters.
Oh yeah,
the scene with the Jack in a Box.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but when I first saw the Jack in a Box, and this is like in the dark theater and all that, from a distance, I was like, Is that Yakko from anime in my head? Because he looked like Yakko from a distance. Like, whoa, what the fuck?
You have to watch it again. It's been a while.
It's been a hard few decades. He needs the money.
Right. Yeah. But the other one was this movie called Jack Frost. Not to be confused.
Not the Michael Keaton one, but the
Not that
one. Not
Was
the
this
Michael
the?
Keaton
It
one.
was the haunted snowman who went to murder people, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
It was it was the homicidal maniac who got melted into a snowman or some bullshit.
Not the Michael Keaton one. Let's be clear here.
Although
Michael Keaton.
kind of the same premise.
Similar premise.
Technically, yes, but definitely two different
That was
outcomes.
You know what? I
into a
feel like
snowman.
those people made that movie around that time on purpose. Like, all right, let's just fuck
Oh,
with
it's
the
on
kids.
purpose.
Was it around the same time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they came out literally around the same time.
It's
So
on- it
probably
is-
I think, yeah.
It is on purpose.
one in
because these
theater. One was in
C-rate horror
theaters.
movies take about 2 weeks to make.
Yeah.
So when they get a notice like, oh, this movie's coming out, we're gonna make a shitty knockoff of it and make it a crappy horror movie.
Yeah.
In like in the movie industry for like the colleges, when you have to make your movie for like your thesis or whatever,
Mhm.
they always make horror movies. They make
Yeah.
horror movies or abstract movies because they're the cheapest and easiest to make.
Yeah.
Jack Frost. They made 2 of those.
That's
Yeah,
what we're
they did make a
saying.
sequel.
Oh, of the horror movie or the
Yeah, the
of-
horror
movie.
Horror movie.
Made a
Jesus
sequel.
Christ. So I saw that horror movie when I was like a teenager. And so I was like, how do
Afraid
you
of
kill?
snowmen.
Well, we live in Houston. There's no snow.
Be really afraid of them then, because how the fuck did they get here?
Also, I remember Mad TV did a parody of "I Know What You Did Last Summer," but with "I Know What You Did Last Christmas." So it was pretty much an animated stop motion sketch in Mad TV. It's like they run over the person instead of the person as Santa,
Drive
and
by.
and they're pretty much getting killed like each other way. And
Yeah.
the scene where she's like, "What are you waiting for? What are you waiting?" And then she gets cut her head off, and then her head is in the top of a snowman. And it's like, huh, that is pretty much like a Christmas thing.
Goldberg was in a horror Christmas movie like 8 years ago, I think.
Oh yeah.
I heard that too.
He was a evil
But see,
Santa Claus.
yeah, you even have horror Christmas movies. There's just too fucking many Christmas movies.
I like this topic was brought up while we were talking about the 25 days. I know, because they did make a 25 day, like a 31 days of Halloween, right? And
They're
then,
both horrible concepts.
and then TBS will probably show A Christmas Story all day on Christmas
Yep.
Eve and Christmas Day.
Yep.
The same fucking movie.
Because
And you'll hear your "Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid" at least 10 times all
Yeah.
day.
well, and the freeform lists are stupid because it shows the same like 10 movies 10 times.
Oof.
So it's like, I know there's other movies out there, guys. Come on, do
I
something.
would rather watch 24 straight days of horrible Christmas horror movies than Hallmark movies.
Agreed.
They're just so bad.
They are just
And
bad.
then it's bad, especially Sunny 99.1 here in Houston be playing Christmas music all the way back in early November.
Right. Piss me off.
Let's go watch Ginger Dead Man.
Let's go watch Ginger
It's an
Dead.
actual movie.
Oh my god, no.
Gary Busey is in it.
Oh my god, no.
I'm Gary Busey.
Can't.
So then-
He's the voice of Ginger Dead Man.
So then I killed the people in the movie.
So yeah.
That's pretty good.
And
So,
then
yeah.
and then I freaked them out so much the guy shot himself in the foot like in that movie Point Break. That scene always, I don't know why. It's really weird to think about it. That movie Point Break, the scene where the guy shot himself in the foot.
Never
And for
saw
some
it.
reason it came out in 1991. It stars Gary Busey and Keanu Reeves. And there's a scene where they infiltrate this house and then he tricks the guy into shooting himself in the foot, and it's just really funny the way the way the foot gets shot, the effects and all that, and the way his reaction is like like that.
That was my lucky foot.
Yeah,
There you go.
his name was Rabbit. No. Actually, that would be funny if his name was Rabbit. Like, oh, that's ironic.
Yep.
What
But
the-
yep, they need to make more Hanukkah movies there. I've said it. Like
Mm,
actual decent Hanukkah movies. Shut up, you.
Well, would you count the Rugrats Hanukkah special?
See, that's the next thing I'm saying. The only good representation we have is Rugrats and Lamb Chop, which they do very well jobs of, but they don't count as feature length
Mm-hmm.
movies.
when
What's
your
gonna-
best movie comes from a Rugrats, then
Special.
Yeah.
It's
They
not
not
high
only,
praise.
not only they did Hanukkah, obviously they did Christmas. They also did a Kwanzaa too,
Yes. And they did Passover.
and Passover.
All of
yeah.
those were accurate representations. Well,
Yeah.
I can't speak to the Christmas or the Kwanzaa one. I didn't actually watch those.
No, but the Passover and Hanukkah ones. Yeah.
But the Passover and Hanukkah ones were accurate. Yeah, to the best of their abilities for kids.
Isn't is it Dewey? I don't know. What's the name of the baby, the bald one?
Dill.
Aren't they Jewish?
Dill pickles.
Yeah, Tommy and Dill.
Yeah.
Yeah, their family is
On the mom's side.
on the mom's side is Jewish.
Yeah. On the mom's side. The mom's Jewish. Her parents are Jewish, and
his dad talked like this with the katata fish.
Yeah. Yes.
I always think of that.
No, it's accurate. That's what he does.
Like that
That's what you've heard me kind of say it. Like, yeah, for like 4,000 years we clogged our arteries, yet we survive.
4,000 years.
Greatest enemy from the inside with their own food.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's pretty surreal.
But that's also kind of an accurate thing that they didn't need to make. But I like that they did that. Is that it's on the mom's side because it's being Jewish is a matriarchal thing. So if the mom's Jewish, technically the kids are Jewish unless you raise them like the other way or not at all.
Yeah.
Isn't the dad like a toy maker?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's
an
Pickles,
inventor.
Pickles Toy Company.
An inventor. I'm trying to remember Rugrats right now. It's not working.
It's okay.
Got an orange VHS tape. I know that from my history.
But no, he's not Jewish. He's an inventor. He tries to. I haven't seen that special in years, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to show." He's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to show my wife that I want to help our child understand his heritage, both sides." And I was like, "There you go."
But only this year.
Shut up.
But only this. Well, to be fair, their timeline's frozen, so you would think.
By the time these kids get to high school, I don't know. What's the grown-up one?
Yeah, all grown up.
They were like in their 10 years old.
Were they 10? No.
Yeah, it was like a 10-year time skip.
Oh,
I think.
Man, they seem
because I remember because in the original show, like for example, Angelica was 3, and then they did this whole special on All Grown Up. It was basically about her turning 13. So it's 10 years. So like, oh, okay, cool. I actually guessed it.
They had one hell of a time skip. They didn't get any power-ups though.
No.
Goku could beat them.
Probably.
How can he beat Goku?
Indeed.
Okay, look here, you loser.
Okay, you loser.
But no, I'm excited. 10 more days.
Is that when Hanukkah starts?
Yes.
Okay, I was hoping we weren't talking about something else. Suddenly, I wasn't paying attention.
No, starts on the 10th.
And lasts till the 18th.
Yes.
There you go. You know your stuff.
I can do math. Yay! 10 plus 8. 18. It only took me 4 years.
There you go. So I can have like 2 days of stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'll light some candles on the stream. What do y'all think? Whoever's still listening.
10?
Yeah,
on the 10th.
Are we?
When's our season? When's our season finale?
The 11th.
Looking at a calendar. Okay. Yeah, the 11th. So you can get 2 candles in.
2 candles.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe if the crowd wants to see some pyrotechnics going on.
Hopefully not. I hope it's just
not that many.
This candle. For extra pizzazz, I dip them in kerosene.
I'm a match. She's kerosene. What's she gonna burn down everything?
That desk behind her.
It'll be just that.
Yeah.
And then we would just suggest, hey, you could just take all your stuff after.
I didn't have a menorah, so I have birthday candles.
16 candles. 16.
Yeah, I got it. I was like, okay, you did that.
Yeah,
was on purpose. It was just because I was reminded that it's been I think it's been 35 years
Yeah.
since The Breakfast Club came out.
Yeah.
And then I remembered, it's the same director as
Yeah.
16 Candles. Is it 16 Candles?
I don't know, to be totally honest. Never seen it.
It's okay. Yeah, 16
Um,
Just
Candles.
on the spot. Jeez.
But anyway, but no, yeah. We've had like probably 100 menorahs in my family over the years. And I remember us having like a tiny one that we just put birthday candles in. It was obnoxious, actually, because it was just so tiny.
So are you allowed to throw away a menorah or do you have to donate it?
How does it work?
I mean, I've thrown away crosses before, but I don't give a shit.
I don't remember, to be honest. And
What if someone throws one away for you? Does it count then? Like you pawn it off on someone who doesn't throw?
I don't know. And to be honest, now that I think about it, I'm not even sure we actually got rid of it. I'm sure it's just hiding in storage somewhere.
You just have 30. That's why you have
Because
30
my family
menorahs.
does not throw away anything.
This is the crate of menorahs.
Yep.
We aren't allowed to throw them away. In case of emergency Jews. Just hand them out if anyone ever needs them. But everyone else also has crates full of menorahs, so it's a surplus issue.
It is a surplus issue. And I actually just got a new one last year. I've been telling my folks for years I want to actually get like an oil menorah. So I'm going to try and figure out how to do that for this year. I'm going to actually have just little oil cups.
Last time we got rid of all of our menorahs, we got kicked out of our country. So we always have these just in case.
Oh my God.
Just in case we got a whole slew of people coming over, we've got enough. Everyone has to have emergencies.
Oh, that's actually what we did when we before COVID, when we actually had Hanukkah parties. We had so many menorahs. It's like everybody gets to light their own candles. All the pyros in my friends group were like,
that sounds like an activity.
"It's my
Like
time."
sounds like an activity you probably would do like at a party.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, everybody, light them up at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
It's a menorah making party. Everyone bring your old pots and pans, and we got the hammers. We're gonna make our own.
Did that too. Made them out of like paint sticks and washers. The things.
The only last religious thing I ever made was those eyes of thing, 2 popsicle sticks, and you make an eye out of it.
Wait, what?
With yarn, you like twist yarn around it to make an eyeball thing. I don't know. It might not have been religious, but it was at a church camp. I assume it was religious. I think it's the Eye of David? No, that doesn't sound wrong. I think it's Star of David, but that's definitely not what I was doing.
That would be awkward.
Like, what is this for? Just make your stupid eyes, kids.
Nice.
I was forced to go to church, so I don't do the church thing when I'm older. I just don't.
No, yeah, like I don't really, yeah.
Like
Same
for me,
thing.
like I'm Catholic, but I'll admit 9 times out of 10, I don't usually go to, because before the pandemic, it would be like, okay, we do go to church every so often, but not like every weekend.
Right.
Now with the pandemic, because my folks, they're really, religious, more religious than I am. They, because they were from El Salvador, and El Salvador, there's a YouTube channel from an El Salvadorian church. They would do church services every day on YouTube live stream at like 5 p.m. every day. So there you go. That makes up for it.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Join our El Salvadorian Patreon.
There you go.
La Patreon.
For your tithing.
There you go.
Are Christians the only one who tithe, or are those other religions? I feel like I don't know
what a tithe.
Tithing is giving 10% of your paycheck.
Really? Oh shit! I keep giving them like $1.
Well, it's technically 10%.
Oh.
Okay, so we don't do like that per se. I mean, I know about the collection plate where you just give what you want to give. So we kind of had that. We've had our thing's called a tzedakah box. So we've done that before. I mean, it's not like we passed it around. And
for Christians, they tell you an exact percentage you're supposed to give. And thank God we never actually did it. We were given like $1.
I didn't know that either. I would just give like $1 or $2.
I don't know
like
if it's other
3
religions.
times too.
They also might have a percentage in the other ones, but I feel like that's awfully specific.
Yeah, like they would just
10%.
like they would pass the basket around and all that.
Well, good. It wasn't just my religion trying to steal money from me. Like, nope, not doing this. Last time we were supposed to go to church, we wound up going to the Passion of the Christ instead.
That sounds
And then we just never went back to church.
I believe it.
I don't know why. I guess we decided, like, well, we saw it. We're done.
Yeah.
Church, we're done with the religion. We
There
won.
you go.
We basically saw church.
This is church. This counts. They took, man, there's 5 of us. That's a lot of money. Well, it might have been a matinee. Like going to a movie for a movie that just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually like a big opening.
Also, like,
It
wasn't
would have been
Passion of
cheaper
the
to go to
Christ
church.
wasn't Passion of the Christ like 20 or 30 years ago now?
No, 2004.
Oh, was it?
Like,
It
don't
was
make
like
me feel old.
16 years ago.
Still pretty while ago. It was a while ago.
It's a surreal movie. The one scene that traumatized
Yeah.
me was the scene where like these kids are harassing Jesus,
Mhm.
and then Jesus pretty much just had enough, and he just like, I don't know. The one thing I remember, the kid just kicks him, and then the next scene that shows the kid's like, oh, like something happened to him, and that like traumatized me. All right, fuck this, I'm out of this.
That makes no sense.
Leave.
I was like in third. I was like
Yeah.
third, 4th grade when that movie came out, so that traumatized the hell out of me. So I was like, all right, I'm
Sure.
walking. I'm not leaving. I'm not staying for this movie.
I haven't
This-
seen
the
it. I don't know if
scene-
I want to see it.
You don't have to see it. Your religion lets you out of it.
I mean, there was a South Park episode where like Kyle actually went to go see the movie, and then
Yeah,
Cartman,
he turned his religion. He like became like a club leader for the Passion of the Christ fans.
oh yeah,
Their
Cartman.
object was to try to get everybody to watch it, and he wound up turning it into like Nazi stuff because they
Yeah.
would start shouting things in German.
Yeah, and he dressed up like Hitler.
He dressed up like Hitler.
Oh my god.
So,
And
yeah,
then
great example.
And then Kenny and Stan saw the movie and they didn't like it. And they wanted their money back.
They went all the way to Mel Gibson to get
Yeah,
it.
they went all the way to Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson got all crazy. He's like, I bet you guys like to torture me. He's like, rub my nipples. Oh, they're so hard. And then like they actually take the money and like they're in a buzz. And then yet Mel Gibson is chasing them with this giant truck. He's like, give me back my money. And he's wearing like Braveheart face paint.
He goes completely crazy, much
he's
like Mel Gibson actually does.
He's all completely bonkers and all that.
Oh.
And in the end, he craps on Cartman's face.
Jeez. Again, just don't care for the show.
South Park?
Never gonna watch it.
Nah, you're
You should watch the Black Friday episode. I went back and watched it on HBO Max. It's just really, it's just surreal how accurate. With Game of Thrones and Black Friday, how accurate it is. And then the episode's kind of outdated too. It's kind of didn't age well. They're like, "Oh, Xbox wins the console wars." I'm like, "No, I should."
no, it's like a lost. It's like it's gonna do again.
Maybe. Will it happen? We don't know.
Oh, you're almost there, guys. Come on.
Goku is making us stay on by
Yeah,
the way,
I
just so
know.
everyone else knows.
Yeah. So all the viewers
He
out
has,
there,
he has to control all the things for us. So he's just sick and torturing his friends. We're his friends and he hates us. We're not allowed to torture a white person like this, let alone a Jewish person.
Oh my.
I don't know.
Oh. I didn't buy anything for Black Friday. I don't know, I'm just bringing it back to what it was
It's
before.
okay.
Oh, okay, full circle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The only thing I essentially did was renew my PlayStation Plus because it was going to expire. So I was like, all right, I saved like $15 instead of charging me 60. I had to pay 45. I'm like, okay. So I don't have to worry about online and all that stuff.
I signed up for utilities.
Honestly,
Did
I
they
don't
give you
know.
a Black Friday discount?
Yeah, it would have been nice if they did.
I know, right?
Be careful when you do that because sometimes they don't tell you there's like a trial period and they'll jack up the price, mostly for
Mhm.
electricity.
Well, no, like they said, it was because of closing. I needed to have changed it within 3 business days. But fortunately, it was a holiday, so I had until Monday. So I was like, oh, thank God. But I was able to take care of that today. before I took my. Holy shit! He's been on the whole time.
Yeah.
Shh, no, he hasn't. They can't hear him.
Oh.
Well, tomorrow there's no guest, but who knows what could happen. Wednesday, we've got Paul Eiding coming on, the voice actor for. I know him best for Max Tennyson from Ben 10. It's my
I know him
favorite
pretty
role.
well for that too.
You, SJ, love him from Transformers.
Yes.
Sonic loves him for his role in Skyrim.
No. Nah, for both Ben 10 and Transformers.
Okay.
Yeah,
For
so
both.
But
Paul
he's done
Eiding
other
is-
stuff too. We'll let him talk about it. It's great. It's good stories.
And Friday,
We have
return
Mr.
of
Tom
Paul-
Ruger.
Tom Ruger?
Paul,
Go ahead.
yes,
Paul
Tom
Ruger. I've combined them together.
Ruger. Fusion.
I like it.
The worst fusion ever.
Yep.
He
Yeah,
will talk
Tom.
about Animaniacs.
And the reboot.
Yeah, we're basically gonna talk.
Reboot.
Basically,
Survival.
yeah, we're talking about more stuff with him, whether it's Tiny Toons or Animaniacs or more Batman the Animated Series. Because a lot of people who gave us feedback on our last interview, they were asking, "Oh man, that's so cool! I didn't know about that. You should for next time y'all interview him, you should ask him more about that." I was like, "All right, well, if I do that."
Yep. So give
And
us some more
hopefully-
suggestions.
Hopefully, he will have watched the Animaniacs by then.
And he'll give. His
Otherwise,
thoughts.
we're going to
Yes.
spoil it all for him.
And like we said earlier in the podcast, we're gonna make a post after this podcast, after this episode, and basically an opportunity for you guys to comment. Any questions, any comments you'd like us to read, and if not, on Friday during the podcast, you could, obviously you'll still tell us. We can still do it for y'all. So there you go.
All right. With that, I think we'll wrap this up. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube, our Facebook. We're on Twitch. I have no idea what our Twitch handle is. I'm guessing it's Geeks.
Yeah,
5
it's Geeks 5. And does anybody want to plug in their stuff or anything like that?
Yeah. Follow me on the YouTube channel Keyblade Sonic.
Yeah, please do that. Yeah, please follow Keyblade Sonic because he is 2 subscribers away from 100. And it's a pretty
Hey.
big deal, so I hope you could subscribe to him.
And no unsubscribing and resubscribing will not help that number. It will stay the same.
That's how math works.
And he's
SJ
okay.
refuses to give us a tour of her house until it's full of things.
Yes.
Otherwise, we're just looking at boxes.
Or blank
And-
balls.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know how to sign these things off, so I'll just.
This is all right. So for Jace, SJ, Goku, and myself, this is Keyblade Sonic, and this is Geeks 5 Ever. We will see you guys tomorrow, and take care of you guys. Stay safe out there, and we'll talk more geek stuff tomorrow. So until then, catch you next time. Peace.
T-posing for Dom.
T-pose. Yeah.